Hello creation, I hope you're well. I've just written this, it's called Voyage Mon Amies. Shining, smiling, all were dining, pleasantries to hand, sitting, flitting, subject omitting, lured those in, so grand. Illusion, intrusion, perplexed by confusion, enticed by a false sense of security. Mesmerising, advertising, beyond belief the summarising, a cloaking of deceit behind such purity. With waters raged, had to be staged, the trickle to the stream, as currents grow and rapids flow to wake us from the dream. Souls enlightened, once those frightened, weighed against the waters. Pure belief brings forth relief from Creator of creators. Surging, now purging, newly formed perspectives emerging, as awakened come to the table. Cracks they are showing to those who are leaving, vacating their places for those more stable. Out with the old replaced by a few, to multiply, all set to flourish. Tasks are abundant to make old redundant, revitalising those whom malnourished. No more scheming, just believing in a dream of conscious unity. Laughter, laughter, the happy ever after can be witnessed throughout every community. Birthing spring, here's blackbirds sing, raising their mating call. New forming life, releasing strife to raise you up so tall. Stronger, stranger, yet no more the danger, as changes become your ally. It's strength of heart that brings about the end to all battle cries. Be there a solution in all this confusion, to aid in the path you should take? Heed intuition, 'tis part of your mission, new pathways for you are to make. Understanding, not demanding, offering a friendly ear, never bending, never sending ill will which attaches to fear. In an instant, not so distant, comes the end of time for sinners. Intervention, divine to mention, cancels out both losers and winners. Be of joy within your heart space, and ease up on self and others, and you will open up to love and light for all of your sisters and brothers. Then, when you fall into the dream space and you visit those beyond the veil, you will realise you built their ship and helped them all to set sail. Bon voyage, mon ami. Yeah, bon voyage. Yeah. I may end up back in France again one day. You never know. I may do. It was nice to have a place over there, actually. It was. A great experience. Renovation of a property. Very good experience. You know, one of those most enjoyable experiences of my life. I've really, truly enjoyed that. It was a great undertaking, you know, it really was, to organise deliveries and all that sort of stuff, you know, to go out and buy and to provide what needed for the workers, and you know, it was just a great experience. I really enjoyed it. Really thoroughly enjoyed it. It was great. The weather made it, you know, the weather was just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And at times when I was there and I got that little paddling pool that was just a kiddie's little pool, I filled it with water, then I filled it with myself. Yeah, no, it was tiny, but I tell you what, it was so welcoming. It wasn't half, because we didn't half sweat doing that job. It was great experience. Life can be awesome, you know. It can be, but you've got to savor those moments, and the more you savor those moments, and the more you vibe with those moments, the more of those moments you can manifest. You know, if you're putting that out to the universe, if you're putting that feeling out there, you know, through your feelings you're attracting. So there's no reason why those experiences can't happen again. I mean, you know, there's been a lot to work through, you know, and that is an experience that I've had. So I can't say I'd be bothered about renovating another property again abroad. It was hard work, and I was younger then, you know. I'd got the energy then, and the stamina and I really did used to get stuck in. I didn't have. I'd got my then partners, well, my mother-in-law and father-in-law were coming out visiting, and the day before, Monsieur Corbin had come round with he'd put a digger bucket on his tractor, and I'd got this delivery, and it was like ballast, railway ballast. Forgive me if I've mentioned this in previous video, but he put 18 piles around the house, because I'd cleared the land with a digger, and you know, and it all wanted levelling out. All I had was a shovel. I worked myself into the ground to get it all done and levelled out before they got there the next day. Wow. That was hard graft. And it burnt me out. But I think by that time I was a little bit emotionally burnt out anyway. I'm not surprised. But all good. Great experience. And that's what we need to do. We need to... If we're reminiscing from the past, let's look at the good stuff. Let's look at those awesome experiences. Let's try to find that happiness. But we can't ignore that other stuff as well, because if you haven't released it yet, it's going to let you know, because it's there. It's there to be released. It's there to be dealt with. It's there to be acknowledged. Can't just ignore stuff what's happened in the past. We have to acknowledge it. We have to heal from it, and we have to let it go. But there's no to stop us from looking at those wonderful times and feeling those vibes from those wonderful times, and then asking for something new whilst in that vibe, for the best of the best. Of the best, because we deserve it. Anyway, that's it for now. Take care.